Here's where I belong. Here's where I belong. I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations, oh. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
You're listening to the Jams and Coffee Morning Show with your host, Brad Brock.
Good morning, Jammers, and welcome to the Jams and Cocktails program, or Jams and Coffee program, here in the morning. I'm jumping the gun a little bit, ready to get my drink on, I think. I am Brad Brock, and I'll be your host this morning. Very exciting stuff because we're actually, for the very first time, broadcasting live on the Live365 Radio App. On our station there, JNC Radio is back, and hopefully it's running smoothly and the way that it should over there on the Live365 app. It is completely free to get from the App Store or Google Play, and you just search for JNC Radio. And you'll find great music all day long, and the morning shows here, and the podcast on Wednesdays, and some other great content coming to that radio station as well. Of course, as always, we have the JNC hotline open, 772-888-1596. If you want to get on the air and give me a piece of your mind. It is Tuesday, July 26th, in the year of our Lord 2022. And what a great week so far. Very busy for me. Yesterday, as I mentioned on the show, I went and toured the brand new Margaritaville ship. Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville at Sea. The cruise ship. It's not a brand new ship, but has been retrofitted to basically be a floating Margaritaville, and it is beautiful. And I can't really get into detail on why I was there and what I'm getting involved in. But it's going to be huge. Very, very exciting stuff. So as that unfolds, I'll be sure to bring you some details on that. But while we're just hanging out here, we might as well get a little check of the weather. And looking outside, it looks a little overcast, but I see the sun peeking through. Rain chances are higher today as even deeper moisture moves across South Florida. But again, with the onshore wind, the storms will move inland. So hopefully out on the coast for my show at Tipsy Tiki tonight, we are not affected. Maybe the rain will pass us by. Last time I played there 2 weeks ago, it was a little wild. It got a little crazy, and it wasn't pretty. It did clear up by the end of the night, and we ended up having a nice show. But man, setting up in the rain is not fun. But hopefully that'll pass us by. Yeah. Still going to be hot out there, you guys. It's cooling off a little bit, but nothing like traditional time this year. It's still hot. We got tons of stuff to talk about, some great stories, interesting stuff happening out there in the world today. In fact, on this day, back in 2006, the guitar on which Sir Paul McCartney learned his very first chords sold for £330,000 at an auction in London's Abbey Road studio. The Rex acoustic guitar helped McCartney persuade John Lennon to let him join his band, the Quarrymen, back in 1957. So some lucky Beatles fan got that guitar back in 2006. Wonder where it is now. Probably in a case hanging on the wall somewhere. Interesting stuff. Snakes have been in the news lately, so when we come back from this first music break here this morning, we're going to talk about what happened when this 18-foot snake wrapped itself around his owner's neck. 18-foot snake. Idiot. Well, thank you for tuning in to Jams and Coffee in the Morning. Here's one from Anthony Ryan featuring Abby Owens. We'll be right back.
I know you're tired, sleepless nights. You don't smile where your mind. What's on your mind? Oh, baby, baby. In and out, you're spacing out. We're falling out. Ooh, I doubt. Don't shut me out. Oh, baby, baby. Things ain't the same for real. Don't hide it from me, baby. Tell me how you feel. Love and affection, I can help you heal. And you know I can keep it real. Baby, I can be someone anytime you need someone. Call me someone. I'd rather be with you than here without you. Baby, I can be someone anytime you need someone. Call me someone. I'd rather be with you than here without you. You're worth the while. I'll run a mile to help you fight, make it right. Hold you tight, oh baby, baby, no more tears. It's a drought. Let's work it out, pull you out, won't let you drown. Oh baby, baby, things ain't the same for real. Please don't keep it bottled, tell me how you feel. Love and affection, I can help you heal. And you know I'ma keep it real. Baby, I can be someone anytime you need someone. Call me someone. I'd rather be with you than be here without you. Baby, I can be someone anytime you need someone. Call me someone. I'd rather be with you than here without you. Baby, I can be someone anytime you need
right, we are back. Thank you for tuning in to Jams and Coffee here in the morning. And yeah, I was just talking in the chats with Philip and Paul. Thank you guys so much for joining me each morning. You guys are champions and interacting with me over there in the chats and comments. Yeah, we were just talking about the app, the radio app, Live365. It's similar to what you would find in like the iHeartRadio app or anything like that. But it's independent radio, which is really, really cool. Programmed by real people and real people hosting shows over there. And what's great about that particular platform is we can play music and play songs, and it's all covered under their license, which is fascinating, you know? So anytime like Sandman Sleeps, I played their song because it's streamed on the radio station. They get royalties depending on how many people are listening. So the more people that listen to JNC Radio over on the Live365 app, the more times these independent artists get played, the more royalties are sent to them. And, you know, of course, it's not a tremendous amount, but any little bit helps. And then in turn, you're helping me by listening to there. So, you know, we have the shows here in the morning and music all day, including great local Treasure Coast artists and beyond, because I have tons of friends around the world that create excellent music, and we feature it there on JNC Radio, powered by the Live365 app. So please go and support us and support local music and independent music. Yeah, and it's available in the App Store and Google Play, of course, for free. For free. Yeah. And, you know, feel free to send me a message and let me know, you know, how you like the app and how it sounds out there. And obviously, I'm not listening to it while I'm doing the shows here. But during the day when the music's playing, it seems fine. But I mentioned that a man and his 18-foot snake. That's a fun way to start a story, isn't it? Fortunately, the story didn't end so well for this guy, because he died days after his 18-foot snake wrapped itself around his neck. You're wondering, what an idiot. And I agree. A Pennsylvania man died on Sunday after his 18-foot pet snake wrapped itself around his neck days earlier, prompting authorities to fatally shoot the reptile. We're just going to call him Elliot. Because even though I think he was an idiot, you know, it's appropriate to respect the dead. 27 years old. He died at the Lehigh Valley Hospital in Cedar Crest on Sunday, 4 days after the attack, if you want to call it that. A boa constrictor, or a similar snake, wrapped its body around the neck of Elliot, thus causing an anoxic, that's what it is, anoxic brain injury, a complete lack of oxygen to the brain, according to a statement by the Lehigh County Coroner's Office. Police officers Wednesday were dispatched at 2:12 p.m. For a male in cardiac arrest with a snake wrapped around his neck. Interesting call to go to, I imagine. Despite the massive size of the reptile, an officer managed to shoot the snake in the head without risking further injury to Elliot, according to a statement. Officers pulled the mortally wounded snake off the man, at which time emergency medical care was provided, the police said. So he didn't make it, though. 18-foot snake. At what point do you realize you've made a huge mistake? No pun intended. Maybe a pun intended. I'll give it to myself. I'm all about pets, y'all. I'm all about exotic pets. But these animals are literally, they like, how did this happen? Honestly, how do you contain a snake of that size and magnitude? Where do you keep it? a bathtub. I imagine, and this is how I imagine it happened. He probably let the snake just roam free in his home. And see, this is where trust issues begin. Not for Elliot, because he's no longer with us. But you trust this animal because you feed it, you think that it loves you. Now, the snake does not love you. It wants to eat you. And given enough time, that snake would have tried to eat Elliot. But unfortunately, didn't get the chance. And now 2 living creatures are dead. My point is, 2 points really. If you have a snake for a pet, you should be fully aware of the extent of its growth. And 2, if you're one of these people that lose control of it and then release it into the wild to wreak havoc, you're also an asshole. Simple. Sorry, Elliot. Sorry your snake killed you. Some other terrible news today. I know. I'm sorry. But this is terrible news. Who loves Choco Tacos? Because they are officially being discontinued by the Klondike Company. And if you're unhappy about it, you're not alone. Taco about a bummer. Ha ha. Hilarious. Klondike has officially discontinued the famous Choco Taco. And fans of the sweet treat are not happy. So here's the scoop. In a series of tweets on Monday, the ice cream brand confirmed that they would no longer be making its taco-shaped dessert. Unfortunately, the Choco Taco has been discontinued in both 1-count and 4-count packs. I read a tweet by Klondike in response to a user who asked about the discontinuation. Over the past 2 years, we have experienced an unprecedented spike in demand across our portfolio and have had to make every very tough decision to ensure availability of our full portfolio nationwide. You make ice cream. Don't use words like portfolio. I'm done with you. The Day Show reached out to Klondike for additional comment. In another response to an outraged fan, Klondike tweeted that a necessary but unfortunately part of this process is that we sometimes must discontinue products, even a beloved item like Choco Taco. We know this may be very disappointing and hope you'll try our other delicious frozen treats, the tweet continued. However, it appeared as if the Choco Taco may one day resurface, but via ice cream trucks. You guys remember ice cream trucks? Oh. There's an ice cream truck that comes around town, my neighborhood. And I fight the urge every time to run out there and flag it down because I'm an adult. And these are the sacrifices we must make as our hair turns gray. No more chasing down the ice cream trucks. When I grew up, we had Polar Cup, which was like a frozen ice. And we did run that truck down the neighborhood, the old neighborhood. Polar Cup. I don't know if that's a national thing, but it was certainly the biggest thing in Palm Beach Gardens when I was growing up. Another Klondike tweet read, "We know Choco Taco is a huge fan favorite and our top seller for our out-of-home business, so this is particularly painful. We're working hard to find a way to bring Choco Taco back to ice cream trucks in the coming years." By late Monday, Choco Taco began trending on Twitter and many people screaming for ice cream. Oh my God, who wrote this? Questioning my own Choco Taco consumption habits. Could I have eaten more? How many would I have to eat? One person tweeted. Were the 4 decades of demand for the Choco Taco not enough for them? Another asked. Another tweeted, "Rest in peace, Choco Taco. Thank you for being a part of my childhood." Little Miss really sad about this Choco Taco news, one person wrote, referencing the latest meme craze of parodying the classic Little Miss Sunshine with relatable takes. Some people, on the other hand, used emotional scenes and clips to express their real emotions. However, others claimed in writing how they didn't mind everything having a waffle taco-shaped ice cream ever again. Well, for the first time, Choco Tacos were ... bad. This makes room for strawberry shortcake options, one person tweeted, while another wrote, I am both outraged that Klondike is killing the Choco Taco and also not sure if I've ever eaten one. In a response to the news, one person wrote, good, Choco Taco was mid at best. A little history about the Choco Taco. It was invented by Alan Drazen in 1983. And it was first made available as an ice cream truck-only treat by Philadelphia company Jack and Jill before being owned by Unilever. For a brief period, Choco Tacos were also sold at Taco Bell. Imagine that. In February this year, the fast food chain repartnered with Klondike to bring back the dessert for a limited time. And I would say that it's quite limited at this rate. So, R.I.P. Choco Taco. Unbelievable. What are you guys talking about over there? Gene pool reduction or cleansing? Yeah, I think I'm going back to the snake story. Yeah, Paul, we won't have a portfolio show soon. I'll never use that word for anything. Ever. Talking about R.I.P. Some more sad news. Then I'll get to something a little bit better, I promise. But Paul Sorvino, actor Paul Sorvino from Goodfellas, dead at 83 years old. An imposing actor whose roles range from the Bob Boss in Goodfellas to an early stint on the long-running cop drama Law and Order. He's died, and he was 83 years old. Sorvino died on Monday of natural causes with his wife Dee Dee by his side. Dee Dee Sorvino issued a statement through Roger Neal, who was Paul's publicist, saying in part, our hearts are broken. There will never be another Paul Sorvino. He was born in Brooklyn, New York. Sorvino earned a Tony nomination for his role in that championship season, reprising the role in the film version, and appeared in a long list of movies that include portraying Henry Kissinger in Nixon, Dick Tracy, Reds, and The Rocketeer. Sorvino attended the American Musical and Dramatic Academy, also known as AMDA, and had thoughts of becoming an opera singer before making his Broadway debut in the mid-1960s. Woo! His first movie was the comedy Where's Papa?, followed by The Picnic in Needle Park, opposite Al Pacino. Sorvino is perhaps best remembered for director Martin Scorsese's Goodfellas as Paul Cicero, the mobster who even in prison retained a passion for cooking and fine cuisine, thinly sliced in garlic with a razor blade. The actor took a role in Law & Order as one of the detectives, but soon left, citing limited range of the material. Paul is survived by his wife and 3 children, including actress Mira Sorvino, and 5 grandchildren. Mira wrote on Twitter on Monday, my heart is rent asunder. A life of love and joy and wisdom with him is over. He was the most wonderful father. I love him so much. I'm sending you love in the stars, Dad, as you ascend. So sail on, Paul Sorvino. And that's the end of an era, folks. That is another good fella gone. We lost a lot of them this year. Well, here are some celebrities that are still with us and celebrating birthdays today. And some of these are outrageous. I can't believe the age of some of these actors. Sandra Bullock turning 58 years old today. Unbelievable. Kate Beckinsale is 49. Mick Jagger creeping ever more close to 80. He is 79 years old. Actor Jason Statham is 54. Roger Taylor, drummer for Queen, is 73 years old. Actress Helen Mirren is 77. Singer Darlene Love is 81, and Dobie Gray, with the Beat Boys. Dobie Gray is 80 years old today. Well, happy birthday, all you celebs. Another trip around the sun. Yeah, Paul, Taco Bell. I guess Taco Bell was selling Choco Tacos for a minute. I guess that was a thing. They recently, the story said they recently partnered with them to bring them back for a limited time, but I guess that was short-lived. No more. And yes, a gaggle of shows. That's more. We don't have a portfolio. We have a gaggle. I love that word. Gaggle of geese. Gaggle of shows. Want to spruce up your coffee this morning? It's Coffee Milkshake Day. Not sure if Starbucks is running a special on that. They should. It's also National Aunt and Uncle's Day. Well, I am an uncle, so this is exciting news for me. I won't get a card, though, I'm sure. It would be nice. I got an interesting story to share with you guys when we come back from the break. Who out there loves napping? I do. I try to get a whole nap in or two every single day. But there may be a problem with that, and I'm going to tell you why when we come back from the break. You're listening to JNC in the morning. We'll be right back.
Crackle. I'ma give you a bone when you hear the bag crackle. I'ma give you a bone when you hear the bag crackle. I'ma give you a bone when you hear the bag crackle. Don't be tugging on your leash.
and I can see it in your face. Start to wonder if I am really worth your time. What can I say since that I never feel in place? Tell me why pieces just too hard to find. Don't wanna lose this chance with you. Got something I got left to do. Promise it won't take too long and I'll be back real soon. Stars will align, just give me until the next full moon. Can't say I'm surprised by the silence in your eyes. I know you think you must be such a fool. I'm telling you no lies. Gonna see alibis. Just gonna put away all of my ghosts and goals. Don't wanna lose this chance with you. Got something I got left to tell. Promise it won't take too long and I'll be back real soon. The stars will align, just give me until the next full moon. The stars will align, just give me until the next full moon. Hey! Promise I'll be back and don't you worry about that. Nothing can keep me away from you. But if you can't wait, then I will understand your pain. And I'll be so quietly with you. Don't want to lose this chance with you. Got something I got left to do. Promise it won't take too long and I'll be back real soon. The stars will align, just give me until the next full moon. I don't wanna lose this chance with you. I got something I got left to do. Promise it won't take too long and I'll be back real soon. Stars will align, just give me until the next full moon. The stars will align, just give me until the next full moon. The stars will align, just give me until the next full moon.
That was Bob Green with his single Next Full Moon. Hopefully, I have to know a whole album coming out pretty soon. He's killing the game out there, man. He's doing big things. Very proud of Bob and the music that he's putting out. Check him out on Spotify. And Deal James before that with Bag Crackle from his latest release. Guest Rooms and Foldy Chairs. Check that out on Spotify as well. Or you can hear all of it right here on JNC Radio on the Live365 app, if you're listening there. Appreciate you tuning in this morning. Of course, the hotline is open, 772-888-1596. Before the break, I was talking about napping and why it may be bad for you. This is devastating news, you guys. I don't know how I would survive without my naps, but they say people who often nap have a greater chance of developing high blood pressure and having a stroke. A large new study has found. And this may be because, although taking a nap itself isn't harmful, many people who take naps may do so because of poor sleep at night. And poor sleep at night is associated with poor health. And naps are not enough to make up for that, said clinical psychologist Michael Grandner. He directs the Behavioral Sleep Medicine Clinic at the Banner University Medical Center in Tucson, Arizona, and was not involved in the study. Wonderful. Thank you for that. Study participants who typically napped during the day were 12% more likely to develop high blood pressure over time and were 24% more likely to have a stroke compared with people who never napped. Person was younger than age 60. Napping most days raised the risk by developing high blood pressure by 20% compared with people who never nap or rarely nap, according to the study published on Monday in Hypertension, an American Heart Association journal. The AHA recently added sleep duration as one of its 8 essential metrics to optimal heart and brain health. The results held true even after researchers excluded people at high risk for hypertension, such as those with type 2 diabetes, existing high blood pressure, high cholesterol, sleep disorders, and who did night shift work. The results demonstrate that napping increases the incidence of hypertension and stroke after adjusting or considering many variables known to be associated with risk for cardiovascular disease and stroke, said Dr. Phyllis Z., the director of the Center for Circadian and Sleep Medicine at Northwestern University Feinberg School of Medicine in Chicago. Wow. On a side note, I would like to be the person that makes the signage for these places. If you get paid by the letter, my God, you'd be a millionaire. But I digress. From a clinical standpoint, I think it highlights the importance for healthcare providers to routinely ask patients about napping and excessive daytime sleepiness and evaluate for other contributing conditions to potentially modify the risk for cardiovascular disease. The study used data from 360,000 participants who had given information on their napping habits to the UK Biobank, a large biomedical database and research resource that followed UK residents from 2006 to 2010. People in the UK study provided blood, urine, and saliva samples on a regular basis and answered questions on napping 4 times over the 4-year study. However, the study only collected nap frequency, not duration, and relied on self-reports of napping, limitation due to imperfect recall. They didn't define what a nap should be. If you're going to be sleeping for an hour, 2 hours, for example, that's not really a nap, said sleep specialist Dr. Raj Dasgupta. A refreshing power nap, that's 15 to 20 minutes around noon to 2 p.m., is 100% the way to go if you're sleep deprived. If you have chronic insomnia, we don't encourage napping because it takes away the drive to sleep at night. Most of the people in the study who took regular naps smoked cigarettes, drank daily, snored, and had insomnia and reported being an evening person, quote unquote. Many of these factors could impact a person's quality and quantity of slumber. Poor sleep causes excessive daytime fatigue, which can result in excessive napping throughout the day, he said. I do believe napping is a warning sign of an underlying sleep disorder in certain individuals. Sleep disorders are linked to an increase in stress and weight regulation hormones, which can lead to obesity, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and these are all risk factors for heart disease. So, I guess the takeaway from that is if you find yourself napping all the time, you should get more sleep at night. Try to adjust your schedule to have more proper sleep in the evening time and regulate your, or whenever you sleep, because they did mention that if you work night shifts, obviously you're not sleeping at night. So whatever your main sleeping time happens to be is the way you should go. I love my naps. I usually nap right after the show. I do a little work, and then I go right back to bed, you guys. One of the perks of having the studio here in my home versus having to go somewhere. Anybody a Stevie Nicks fan here in South Florida? Because she is concluding her 2022 tour at the I Think Financial Amphitheater in West Palm Beach. including the second leg of her tour there. The 74-year-old singer and songwriter announced an additional 12 tour dates on Monday, culminating with an October 28th stop at the I Think Financial Theater here in West Palm Beach. Her penultimate stop will be an October 25th performance in Tampa. The Leather and Lace and Edge of 17 singer is a two-time member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, both for her solo work and her career with Fleetwood Mac, of course, who holds the record for most Grammy Award nominations without a win as a solo artist. Nix won a Grammy for her work on Fleetwood Mac's 1978 Rumors album. Tickets to the West Palm Beach show will go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. So we want to catch Stevie. 74 years old, you guys. Holy moly. Might have to go to that show. Honestly, I think on the 28th I'll be down in Isla Mirada for Fantasy Fest weekend. What else is going on today? I'm going to do one more story, and then I'm going to get to the top 10 list. I got a good one. Good one. Jason Momoa. You guys hear about Jason Momoa? He was involved in a crash with a motorcyclist. He collided with a motorcyclist on Sunday morning near Calabasas, California, according to California Highway Patrol. The rider identified as, we're just going to call him Vitaly. He was riding his motorcycle westbound on Old Topanga Road when his motorcycle crossed over the double lines into the eastbound lanes directly into the path of Jason Momoa's vehicle. The rider and his motorcycle collided with the left front of Mr. Momoa's vehicle. As a result of this collision, the rider was ejected from his motorcycle. After the collision, Jason Momoa exited his vehicle to assist a motorcyclist and was able to flag down passing motorists to call 911. Motorcyclist was taken to a local hospital for minor non-life-threatening injuries, while the Aquaman and Game of Thrones actor, who was driving a 1970s Oldsmobile, was not injured. Momoa himself is an avid motorcyclist. In 2021, in an interview with GQ, he listed Harley-Davidson bikes as one of the top 10 things he could not live without. He said, "I love them. They're my favorite, greatest bikes in the world." He said, "Ultimately, I just love riding motorcycles, and I love riding around, the world on them." So glad that he's okay. Glad the motorcyclist is okay. Who knows what was going on? Got to be careful out there, you guys. Can't be crossing the lines. Speaking of Game of Thrones, if you're a real big, avid Game of Thrones fan, this might be something for you. You could sail to Westeros on the Game of Thrones cruise. That's right. Game of Thrones fans, if you ever wanted to sail to Westeros, now is your chance. Sail Croatia will take travelers to filming locations on a cruise inspired by the HBO hit show this summer to mark the release of prequel series House of the Dragon. The 7-day voyage will sail along the Dalmatian coast, beginning and ending in the city of Split on the Adriatic Sea. The Game of Thrones cruise is the perfect blend of sightseeing, relaxing, and socializing, allowing fans to immerse themselves in famous filming locations while exploring the very best of Croatia. Here's what you can expect. The cruise will take place between August 20th through the 27th. So it's coming up. And after stops in Makarska and Korčula, the sailing will head to Dubrovnik, the main filming location for King's Landing, where guests can take a guided tour led by a Game of Thrones expert. The cruise will continue on to the island of Miljet and more before returning to the city of Split. From there, guests can visit filming locations at the Diocletian's Palace or Klis Fortress. Entry to the Game of Thrones Museum in Split is also included in your cruise fare. How do you book this? Well, travelers can find more information on Sail Croatia's website or by calling 0204-525-7534. The cruise starts at a very modest $1,139, and the trip includes breakfast and a 3-course lunch prepared on board each day. So if you're a huge fan, it may be worth going on this trip. Croatia is beautiful, by the way. I used to sail. We hit several spots. Corfu and Dubrovnik was our actual port city there. Very cool city. Back when I was going there, Game of Thrones was not a thing. It didn't exist yet. So I had no idea. I probably walked all through King's Landing. No idea. Well, that's what it was at the time. But yeah, totally worth the cruise if you get to go. Interesting that they didn't say there would be any characters or any of the actors there. That would have been even better if you could do a meet and greet. But they're busy people, I'm sure. So yeah. So when we come back from this break, we're going to go into the top 10 list. Our JNC top 10 list is the top 10 menu hacks from your favorite fast food joints. Because now I'm hungry, and that's going to make me even more hungry, I suppose. So, appreciate you tuning in to Jams and Coffee in the Morning. I'm Brad Brock. We'll see you in just a little bit. Here's one from Switchin' Whiskey.
Lying here at home with her, alone as I could be. I drift away, dream of you, come and set me free. With you I'm warm, I'm safe in your sound. With her it's broken, it's all come unwound. The truth of it all, it's easy to see, to be where I should be. Married to the road, I don't know where I'll roam. I'm married to the road, no telling where I'll go. I'm married to the road, the soul knows its way home. I'm married to the road, so take me there, set me free. Gone, ashes remain from the seeds that I have sown. So I run away, I run to you, I burn it down, no more the fool. The rolling wheels, the open sky, it's where I feel alive. Yeah, I'm married to the road, I don't know where I'll roam. Tell them where I'll go. Yeah, I'm married to the road. My soul knows its way home. I'm married to the road. So take me there, set me free.
my truck pushing every lemon. Click my heels and I was in it. Watching clock hands passing hours as you crumble like a tower. And chandeliers and ringing ears. And when your heart is filled with fear, mending souls and growing old and taking what you want to hear. Oh, when you're out of place and out of face, you're running in a losing race. Because it's all champagne, kisses and cognac lies. Boys in such a pretty disguise. Cognac, kisses and champagne lies. Really thought you had it figured out this time. Oh, watching wonderful pass you by. Poison is such a pretty disguise. Like a puppy wrapped in chains, chasing sun into the rain. Taking cues from pointing fingers and letting silent stories linger in a window panes and losing games. Taking all you had to gain, trying to catch a straw to drop a name. Oh, when you're out of place and out of face, you're running in a losing race. Because it's all champagne, kisses and cognac lies. Poison, such a pretty disguise. Cognac, kisses and champagne lies. Oh, the way you tell them, well, it works each time. Oh, watching wonderful pass you by. Poison is such a pretty disguise. Oh, champagne, kisses and cognac lies. Stealing whiskey stories from a heart of a wine. Oh, breaking promises and breaking ties. Poison is such a pretty disguise. Oh, champagne, kisses and cognac lies. Poison, such a pretty disguise. Cognac, kisses and champagne lies. Oh, the way you tell them, well, it works each time. Really thought you had it figured out this time. Poison is such a pretty disguise. Poison, such a pretty disguise. Poison, such a pretty disguise.
All right, that was Summer Gill with Cognac Kisses. Welcome back to the JNC Morning Show. I'm Brad Prock, your host. Appreciate you tuning in with me this morning, either on YouTube or on JNC Radio via the LIVE365 Radio App. Trying to get my life together here. I can't find. I want to get my top 10 list here, but it's not sending it out there. Not getting me to where I want to be. So forgive me. I got a lot of browsers open. My God. There we go. Now we're living the best life here. So check it out. It's time, of course, as always, for the JNC Top 10 list. Here we go. All right, these are the top 10 menu hacks from your favorite fast food joints, all right? There's nothing like some tasty fast food. Yum, 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 yum. For many of us, it's convenient, affordable, and delicious. But getting caught in the same routine of ordering your usual from your favorite fast food restaurant joint is easy. So why not try a menu hack the next time you have a craving? Menu hacks allow people to order or at least request special items from the restaurant. Sometimes these are items that have been discontinued. Other items were created by creative kitchen cooks or a simple combination of two or more normal menu items. So let's get creative and try something new. This is a list of 10 menu hacks from your favorite fast food joints, from special sandwiches to fries, custom drinks, and desserts. And this is all the fast food favorites you never knew that you wanted. Here we go. Number 10 on the list. The Wendy's Meat Cube Grand Slam Burger. So the first menu hack comes from Wendy's. Wendy's offers a wide variety of hamburgers on their menu. However, they have another secret, special burger that you can order. This burger has 3 names, so make sure to order it carefully. It's sometimes called the Meat Cube, Dave's Hot and Juicy 1-pound quadruple, or the Grand Slam Burger. So what is it? The Meat Cube consists of 4 quarter-pound patties, totaling a pound of ground beef. These patties are served on a traditional Wendy's bun, complete with all of the typical toppings, including cheese. To order it, try asking for it by name. Explain what you need if the employee does not know what you're talking about. It's basically a 3/4-pound burger with an extra patty and slice of cheese added. Really, if you're a meathead. Number 9 on this list is the McDonald's Apple Pie McFlurry. And it's almost exactly what you think. It's an unusual combination of 2 classic treats. McDonald's is often the first restaurant people think of when they think of fast food. Because of this, McDonald's also has a fairly extensive menu, completely with various burgers, chicken, fish, and sides. They also have some fairly iconic desserts. For our next menu hack, we're going to combine 2 of their famous desserts that you may not have thought would complement each other. The Apple Pie McFlurry is just what it sounds like. As I said, it combines a full apple pie blended with an original McFlurry treat. You may want to eat it quickly before it gets melty and congealed. Fun word. But when enjoyed fresh, it's hard to beat the combination of apple pie and ice cream. So if you're looking for a sweet treat that is both cold and hot, what is more American than Apple Pie McFlurry from McDonald's? You can also try blending other kinds of pie, but the Apple Pie McFlurry is by far the most popular. For you West Coasters, number 8 on the list here is the In-N-Out Animal-Style Fries and Burgers. In-N-Out, of course, is known for having delicious burgers and fries. Many consider their burgers to be some of the best fast food burgers in the country. However, some fast food connoisseurs want to take it up a notch. In order to do that, fast food aficionados should order their order their fries animal style. Animal style fries are the most popular menu hack for In-N-Out and maybe the most well-known on our list. In order to be animal style, the fries are covered with melted cheese, In-N-Out spread, and grilled onions. These fries are basically a meal all their own. You can order an animal-style burger, which includes the same ingredients piled on a burger. Of all the items on the list, these are almost guaranteed to be available, so you definitely won't get any weird looks from the cashier. And I personally have seen people, Jordan's brother Hayden orders it that way all the time. Number 7, McDonald's back on the list. McDonald's Land, Sea, and Air Burger. Yes. This one is a bit of an acquired taste. But have you ever wanted the best of both worlds? What about the best of 3 worlds? Oh, my God. Well, now's your chance. It's Land, Sea, and Air Burger. Combine 3 of McDonald's best-known sandwiches. The land element of the sandwich is a Big Mac. Next, the sea is represented by a filet of fish. And lastly, the air is represented by a McChicken patty for some reason, because I don't think chickens fly, do they? You build your sandwich by adding the fish and chicken patties into the middle of your Big Mac. and then you open wide. Taste a little bit of everything with this monstrous sandwich. While employees may be aware of the land, sea, and air burger, it is probably a better choice for you to build your own using the 3 sandwiches. Just be sure to have a drink ready to wash it all down. Number 6 on the list, Burger King Frings. What does that mean? Well, hacks don't necessarily have to be complicated. Next item came about simply because someone asked. Burger King is known for having delicious French fries. However, they are known for their onion rings as well. Perhaps because most fast food restaurants don't have onion rings. And this leaves customers in a conundrum when choosing their combos. Get the fries, get the onions, get both. Getting both is the way to go. You could simply order half fries and half onion rings by asking. At some restaurants, this is referred to as frings. But at others, ordering frings may leave your cashier confused. To keep it simple, just ask for half and half and enjoy your 2 favorite fried sides simultaneously. Be sure to try dipping the French fries in the zesty onion ring sauce as well. You may never have to choose between fries and onion rings again. Here's one for you coffee freaks. Number 5 on the list here is the Starbucks Dirty Chai. If you're at Starbucks, you are likely looking for a jolt of caffeine to get you through the day or night. So why not try something different besides a simple drip coffee? Chai is a popular drink that is smooth, delicious, and easy to drink. However, it doesn't pack the punch of a typical coffee drink. So hack the menu and get everything you want. Order a Dirty Chai from Starbucks by simply adding an espresso shot into the traditional chai latte. A chai latte is already on the menu. Just adding a single shot of espresso can take your caffeine game to the next level. Or for those days when you are just really dragging, why not add a second espresso shot? Because why not? The world is crashing down around us anyway. Not only will a Dirty Chai give you the rush of energy you need, but it's also packed with nutrients and all kinds of health benefits, which are probably negated by the 2 shots of espresso. But cheers to that. Here we go. Now we're talking. Number 4 on the list. And I'm going to put this out there to those of you tuning in or watching the show later. What are your thoughts on Arby's? Because I'll tell you mine. I love it. But I've heard some people say that it's the most disgusting fast food restaurant that I've ever eaten at. How could people eat there? I don't know, man. I don't care that their roast beef looks weird. I love it. I love Arby's and their curly fries. But this takes it to the next level. We all know that Arby's has the meats. Now, the issue is, which meat do you choose? Well, guess what? Arby's has several sandwich options, from the market fresh sandwiches to the classic roast beef. However, one of their classics, which they are best known for, is the simple beef and cheddar sandwich. A sandwich comes with thinly sliced roast beef, cheddar cheese sauce, and Arby's sauce, all on a soft onion bun. Delicious. This is the favorite of many Arby's fans, including me. Take yours to the next level, though, by adding bacon. Because why not? Adding bacon to this already delicious sandwich adds a depth of flavor and texture, making what seemed like a perfect sandwich even better. And the Arby's employees will be happy to prepare this for you. So you just ask for beef and cheddar with bacon, and you won't regret it. Number 3, the Chick-fil-A root beer float. The Chick-fil-A is the favorite fast food joint of many connoisseurs. They have a somewhat limited menu based largely around fried chicken. However, because of this, just about everything on their menu is delicious. One of the best menu hacks from Chick-fil-A is a simple root beer float. It involves asking for a scoop or more of their delicious ice cream to be added to a root beer. Be sure not to include any ice. A Chick-fil-A root beer float is a dream come true because of their creamy, delicious ice dream. They didn't invent the root beer float, but they may have perfected it. The friendly employees at Chick-fil-A will be happy to help you with this menu hack. Philip, you couldn't get, we talked about this last week. You couldn't get enough of the bacon wrapped hot dogs, huh? It sure does. The bacon does make everything good. Number 2, one close to my heart, is the Taco Bell Cheeserito. Taco Bell is known for making up food items: Crunch Wrap, Cheesy Gordita Crunch, Mexican Pizza, Quesarita. Just some of the many different food items that Taco Bell has produced over the years. They are creative and constantly developing new things for their fans to try. They even invented a new meal, Fourth Meal. You guys remember Fourth Meal? Because of this, their employees are often familiar with creating exciting inventions out of their typical ingredients. And the Cheesarito is one such item. It has an incredible name, but it is a pretty straightforward snack, at least by Taco Bell standards. The Cheesarito is a value menu item, too, making it one of the cheapest on the list. It's made with melted cheese, scallions, and Taco Bell sauce, all wrapped in a little tortilla. Great for a small snack or as an additional treat to go along with your tacos. Cheesarito may just be your new favorite fast food item. And number 1, Starbucks strikes again with their Cinnamon Roll Frappe. Another decadent drink from Starbucks rounds out this list. They have many, many drink options, but the one they don't tell you about or put on the menu is the Cinnamon Roll Frappuccino. Like it sounds, the drink was created to imitate the taste of a fresh cinnamon roll. Creating this menu hack may take some careful explaining to your barista, however. First, request a vanilla bean cream. You guys have pens? If you're driving, don't write this down, but if you're just chilling, write this down. You have to request a vanilla bean cream frappuccino. Then request 2 pumps of Starbucks cinnamon dolce syrup. And this will result in a delicious cinnamon roll drink that will make you feel like you're back in a mall food court. Most Starbucks should be able to prepare this drink as long as they have the cinnamon dolce syrup available. Starbucks has many, many menu hacks, and you can make all sorts of custom drinks from a cake batter frappuccino to candy cane or butterbeer. If they don't, why not create your own new menu hack? It may be the next big thing, and that is a JNC Top 10 list today. All right. I hope you guys are enjoying your Tuesday morning so far. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. What other news stories? I think there was one more I wanted to talk about. Oh, yeah. So, check it out here. We clearly talk about like outer space stuff on the show all the time. So, there's a strange, never-before-seen diamond crystal structure found inside of the Diablo Canyon meteorite. This is a breaking story, guys. This just came out yesterday. While studying diamonds inside an ancient meteorite, scientists have found a strange, interwoven microscopic structure that has never been seen before. The structure, an interlocking form of graphite and diamond, has unique properties that could one day be used to develop super-fast charging or new types of electronics, researchers say. The diamond structures were locked inside the Canyon Diablo meteorite, which slammed into Earth 50,000 years ago. It was first discovered in Arizona in 1891. The diamonds in this meteorite aren't the kind most people are familiar with. Most known diamonds were formed around 90 miles beneath the Earth's surface, where temperatures rise to more than 2,000 degrees. Carbon atoms within these diamonds are arranged in cubic shapes. By contrast, the diamonds inside the Canyon Diablo meteorite are known as Lonsdaleite, named after British crystallographer Dame Kathleen Lonsdale from the University College London's first female professor, believe that. They have a hexagonal crystal structure. These diamonds formed only under extremely high pressures and temperatures. Although scientists have successfully made Lonsdaleite in a lab using gunpowder and compressed air to propel graphite discs at 15,000 miles per hour at a wall, Lonsdaleite is otherwise formed only when asteroids strike the Earth at enormously high speeds. So while studying these Lonsdaleite in the meteorite, the researchers found something odd. Instead of the pure hexagonal structures they were expecting, the researchers found growths of another carbon-based material called graphene interlocking with the diamond. These growths are known as diaphytes, And inside the meteorite, they form in a particularly intriguing layer pattern. In between these layers are stacking faults, which means the layers don't line up perfectly. Finding diaphytes in the meteorite, lonsdaleite, suggests that this material can be found in other carbonaceous material. The scientists, they wrote in that study, which means it could be readily available to use as a resource. The finding also gives the researchers a better sense of the pressures and temperatures needed to create the structure. Graphene is made of a 1-atom-thick sheet of carbon arranged in hexagons. Although research on this material is still ongoing, the material has many potential applications. Because it is both light as a feather and strong as a diamond, both transparent and highly conductive, and 1 million times thinner than a human hair. It could one day be used for more targeted medicines, tinier electronics with lightning-fast charging speeds, or faster and bendier, that's a scientific term, bendier technology, the researchers said. And now that researchers have discovered these graphene growths inside meteorites, it's possible to learn more about how they form and thus how to make them in a lab. They said, though, the controlled layer growth of structures, or through the controlled layer growth of structures, it should be possible to design materials that are both ultra hard and also ductile, as well as have adjustable electronic properties from a conductor to an insulator. The strange new structures were described just days ago, on July 22nd, in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. So, very interesting stuff. Super fast charging could be on the way. And smaller technology, electronics. So how about that? I thought that was interesting. We think we got it all made down here on Earth, man, but we keep learning stuff from outer space, and it's quite impressive. If you're not impressed by the shit that comes flying down through the atmosphere and then we make iPhones out of it, you got to get out more. I'm going to take one more musical break, and then I'm going to come back with the shameless plugs. Might be a short show today. I thought I had more, well, these stories were longer, but they're not. But if you have anything to add or you want to talk about anything specific, feel free to give me a call at the JNC hotline, 772-888-1596. Lines are always open on the morning shows. But otherwise, we'll be right back with the shameless plugs. We got some good ones today. Here's one from Micah Scott. You're listening to JNC in the Morning on YouTube or the Live365 app.
I got a bird, wanna whistle. Baby's got a bird, honey's got a bird, we'll sing. My baby's got a bird, honey's got a bird, we'll sing. But without my Karina, I sure don't mean a natural thing. shoulder looks like silver. Baby shines like Klondike gold. I got a bird, got a whistle. My baby's got a bird, horn's got a bird, we sing. My baby's got a bird, horn's got a bird, we sing. But without my Karina, I sure don't mean a natural thing. Karina,
we are back. That was Matt Ingram with So Far. Great tune. Appreciate you guys hanging with me this morning. We got some shameless plugs here to talk about. I'm going to start first and foremost with my good friend Paul Robertson from the Drums and Rums podcast. He's got an event coming up today. If you're down in the Palm Beach area, he'll be at an event called the Tides Rum and Vodka Launch Party. Brand new rum and vodka company launching down at the Grandview Marketplace tonight from 6 to 9 p.m. There's free food, drinks, and prizes. And you get to be introduced to a brand new product, rum and vodka product called Tides. And Paul will be there with the Drums and Rums podcast set up, doing a live VIP podcast. So come be podcast VIP tonight at the Grandview Marketplace in West Palm Beach. And you get to be introduced to a brand new product, as I mentioned, and get to hang out with Paul, who tunes in regularly here on the Jams and Coffee Show and is a contributor to most everything that we do. So go check that out tonight again. 6 to 9 p.m. at Grandview Marketplace down in West Palm Beach. Wish I wasn't playing tonight, Paul. I'd come down and hang out with you. But I am unable to. If you're up in my area, the Fort Pierce area, you can come see me at the Tipsy Tiki tonight. I'll be there from 6 to 10. Providing the weather holds out here. Starting to look a little wonky outside. Not gonna lie, it's looking a little wonky out there as these clouds are rolling in. So we'll see. But as it stands right now, 6 to 10, I'll be out there at the Tipsy Tiki. I'll perform on my one-man band show. If you're listening to this show or watching the show on YouTube, or if you've followed the link to YouTube from Facebook, there's a new way to listen to the morning show and any of our live shows. If you're driving or you just don't want to have your phone up or see my ugly mug, we are broadcasting to the Live365 Radio App. We have our very own radio station on that app called JNC Radio. You could search it. The app is available for free from your App Store or Google Play Store, and it's called Live365, and we're right in there. And you can listen to these shows. You can Bluetooth it to your speaker or your car, and it's a great app. And and we have music running on that station all day long, including great local Treasure Coast music and independent music from my friends and beyond, mixed in with some other great tunes. So it's a good, cool station to put on in the background if you're working, and get introduced to some other great artists you might not know about. And again, you get all of the live shows as well. So check it out, Live365 app from the Google Play Store or the App Store, and search for our station, JNC Radio. Shout out to my friends at the Code Rum Company, Drums and Rums, Paul, woo-woo. The Sneaky Tiki in downtown Stewart, Hop Life Brewing. Delicious beers there. Check out the people that support us and support local whenever you can. This Wednesday coming up on the Jams and Cocktails podcast, it's National Scotch Day. So, I've been waiting for this day to fall on a Wednesday so that we can celebrate delicious scotch. And we will. It's gonna be a little bit of a history lesson. We're going to sample some of the goods, and we'll have some themed shenanigans throughout the evening. So join me and the Destruction Crew on the Jams and Cocktails podcast tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we'll be live streaming that on YouTube. We're going to give it the old college try over on Facebook. But we are going to try to pull people over to the YouTube channel. And, of course, it'll be audio-only broadcasting to the Live365 app on our station, JNC Radio. So 3 ways to enjoy the show tomorrow night, the Jams and Cocktails show tomorrow night. And I think that does it for my shameless plugs. And I think that may do it here for the show. Let me just scroll through the stories one more time to make sure I've talked about everything, and I think I have. Take a raincoat out with you in the world today, because, you know, it might be a little rainy. Like I said, it's not looking great out there right now. But whatever you do out there, do it with style and be safe. Take care of one another. Take care of yourselves. Drink some water. Stay hydrated, my friends. You've been listening to the Jams and Coffee Morning Show. I'm Brad Brock. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Until then, cheers.
Tune in again tomorrow morning for the latest local buzz, national headlines, music news and more on JNC in the Morning, right here on Facebook and YouTube.